Boom, just like that, and we're live. Hey everybody, welcome back. All right, today on our stream agenda, add up some more fillers to this scene, and then try to make this thing slowly turn into a cafe shop. So far what we've done, well, at least the last stream was finish up the area around the bar. We did a bit of the front here. We basically just made it so it has a cover, and this thing can probably get hidden for now. All right, there we go. So for now, what I want to do is, well, first of all, we need to decide what sort of a theme we're going to be following for this piece, because, well, we got a couple of very major landmarks here. Like this wall here is very plain, we got nothing there. We're gonna have to decide what we want to do with this portion over here of the wall, plus we can put something up on this wall. And one of the things that I saw that was kind of interesting, especially something that we can incorporate into this type of a design, is instead of following what we did following the original design, which was from this cafe over here, where they had this top part with all the glasses. I just did a quick search and came up with something similar. So they have this sort of a holder, but instead for glasses they actually have some plants up there. So they're breaking up all of that look that you would get with the wood, so you get some green coming through. We might use something like that, or we might just go ahead and blend those two ideas together, so we can put a plant or some sort of a greenery up on top, and you use the lower ones as actual glass holders. So that's not a bad idea to look at. Other than that, I'm going to leave it up to you guys. Give me some ideas as to how you want to address this thing. And first thing that I do see is this piece over here. It's kind of plain. So let's see if we can actually take what we have down here. All right, I'm going to take all of these and just copy them up to here like this. And this should give me a bit of a breakage in there. So select the spline here and get those three to snap down to there. It's just going to give me the right distance. Now for these, let's just break it up just a tiny bit. So I'm going to select this guy. Hold on shift, just click once over here, click as an element, that's fine. And all right, for this I'm gonna select those guys, select those, and move this thing up a bit, that's fine. And select this one, pull it down like this, clone as an element, deselect the tops, and push this thing upwards. There we go. So we still have the randomness from the bottom, but it's at the top now, so everything is fine. And let's just see, what is this thing? Okay, I will definitely need one more of these at the bottom here, like that. All right, those three can get a darker color so I can see what the hell is going on, but it might be that they have a material to it. So material equals undefined. There we go. Now it's better. I might as well do the same thing for the rest. That's fine. Yeah, that's the same thing. All right. Material equals undefined. Alright, am I missing something here? Or is this thing simply not visible? Alright, you get there. Don't we have one more over here or not? Alright, let's just make one. Doesn't look right. Alright, better. Alright. There we go. Alright, so we got the top covered as well, so it's fine. So now what we want to do is, well, first of all, what I would like to do is get my music in general. What the hell is going on with this type of music? There we go. Alright. Now, for my roof as well as for the lighting, I'm gonna go over here and try to find something interesting, something that we can follow. If you got any ideas or you want to help out with a design, again, go off to the Discord, drop into the chat, into our streaming related, and drop your ideas right here, and that's how you can help. Now let me go and see if I can find something interesting. So we're looking for a cafe shop design. Not a big fan of this. Too rustic. Too clean. Let's see if we can actually... Alright, you know what? This is not a bad idea. It can break up the uniformity. Give me some extra color up there. What about this one? Not bad. I like this one more. Plus, the great thing about something like this is you can hide a lot of things in there, like lighting fixtures and stuff. So why not? Let's go with the easy solution for now, and the fast one for that matter, and see how that thing is gonna look. If we don't like it, just get rid of it later on. Alright, so for that, I will need to just get my walls selected like this. And let's just go and create a box. Easy way to control this thing. There we go. 30 is fine. Okay, so edit poly. Now let's manually get it to the position that we want it to be. So I'm gonna have this one be as an actual holder, and across I can have more beams going. So all right, snap it upwards like that. All right, let's anti-isolate and see if this thing is gonna be going. Okay, you know what, we accidentally snapped it exactly where it was supposed to go, so that's a good thing. All right, center, just get it off a tiny bit so it's not touching right there. And I will need probably one more that would go at the corner here. It's a bit of a problem because it's gonna be in here. So let's see if I can. No, you know what? I'm not gonna do it all the way to the end. I'm just gonna snap it over there. There we go. And across we can have some high beams. So those high beams can be something like this. All right, rotate 90 degrees. 1 centimeter down from the top, so Z -1, and over here Z +1. The hell? Why is there an ant at my keyboard? Weird. Okay. Now for this one, I want to get like what? It's gonna be like 20 centimeters. Alright, 20, that's fine. Copies. Let's go with 50 and we just delete what we don't need. And there's a lot of it that we don't need. So delete, delete, delete that one as well. Right, cool. So let's see how this thing is going to start looking. Alright, cool. Actually looks fine like this. So let's take all of this. Alright, isolate them all, attach them all together. Alright, ceiling construction. And now just add a chamfer modifier to this thing. And it will make it look like it's just a high beam. And that's cool, but smaller, maybe one. Yeah, there we go. 0.5 should work on these guys. But also, what I could do is, probably before doing that, just get in here, hit the connect, put one in the middle. Alright, cool. Chamfer this of a 0.5 as an open chamfer. There we go. Now select all of these and cap them together. And with the chamfer now, they actually have a, it's like they're made out of two separate beams. The reason for this is because, well, generally you wouldn't find beams that are this long, so they would need to have something connecting them all together. So for that connection, let's make some joints for it, and really quickly, nothing too complex. I just want to get a rectangle in here, maybe like something like this. So let's go 5 by 5. Okay, added poly on top of it. Let's just see, is it going to be the right position? Alright, that's fine. Edit poly. And make these guys planar. There we go. Okay. Snap. Cap those. Alright, now I definitely need this thing to be a tad bit wider like this. And that's cool. And this only means that once I actually have this, I can go ahead and mirror this thing on the Y as a copy. Actually make it an instance for now, just so I can make some changes to this thing. And everything that I do is going to translate really well to the other one. There you go. What did I miss? Hello Vladimir, hello Hassan. Kurt, dude, thank you so much for doing these videos, they really help. Well, Kurt, it's much more helpful when you guys help me out as well and give me some ideas. Alright, so for this, as a joint, not a bad thing. Alright, let's hit it up with a chamfer. 0.1 will work. Now, select this, make sure that both of them are close to each other. There we go. Alright, awesome. We got one up here, so make this thing unique. Yeah, now both of them are unique. Delete the chamfer here, and attach both of these together. And now apply a chamfer to them. Again, the same thing, 0.1. Hold down Shift. I will check Discord, just give me a sec. Alright, select both of these. Now, I'm gonna mirror these around on the x-axis this time around as a copy. There we go. So now all I gotta do is get all of these like this, and I want to have 30 copies. I think that's gonna be enough. If we need more, that's fine. That's more than enough. And of course they're not exactly the same distance, so yeah, I have to go and manually move stuff. All right, you guys are starting to share stuff. That's good. That's good. Yeah, see, this is a nice design as well. I like this one. This is very similar to what... Oh, actually, you know what? This thing here is not a bad idea for our corner here with the high tables. So we might do something there with that. Let me just quickly move some of this stuff around. This is really not going to be very visible, but it's the details that count. And this exactly is why when you're making stuff like this, it's always the best idea to use the array tool, because the array will give you as many copies as you want on a predefined setting. So afterwards you know exactly what's the distance between whatever it is that you're modeling, so you never have to do the thing that I'm doing right now, and you never run into this problem. But it's not a big problem, so it's just a quick fix. And if we don't do mistakes like this, then hell, our job would be so much easier. And who wants their job to be easy? I mean, nobody. All right, make it gray. Deselect that, make this thing a bit darker gray. All right, so let's end the isolate and see how this thing looks. I actually like how this thing looks. And now for this piece over here, like I needed to put something up on the wall. This idea is not bad. To eat is human, to eat well is divine. Now, why not? Why not? Do you have any 0 to 100 3ds Max modeling tutorial, or maybe a playlist that you recommend to watch? Dude, just check the YouTube channel. I got a bunch of tutorials on modeling stuff. Alright, what do you guys think about this, something like this as an idea for our back wall over here? Do we like it? Do we want to use it? Well, I'm definitely not going to use that phrase. This phrase is definitely not for our thing. We can choose something else, but Yeah, I'm talking about the frame here. The frame with the net and everything else. It's actually, you know what? Let's just make it and see how it's going to look, because this is not going to take too much time. It's a fairly simple model. So let's see how it's going to look. Alright, so let's select both of these so I have some references to how big this thing is supposed to be. So let's hit it up with, again, just a simple box to help with the referencing of the size. Yeah, that's going to be fine. And also the thing here is I don't want this thing to be too big, because it's going to take away from the place for the table. So whoever's sitting here is not going to really want to see this thing come up to their face. So it's going to be off the ground a bit, or off from the table. So put it up to maybe like here. Yeah, that's going to work. And let's see what's the height for this, or the width. Let's go with something like 15. And let's round it up to 125, not 1125, but just 125, with 225. All right, it's low enough so it's not touching the ceiling here. And from what I can see, all right, let's really quickly add in those two connects. Those two connects can be pinched around or pinched apart, for that matter. Let's 50. Awesome. Select everything. Actually, you know what? Let's do it this way around. I'm going to select individual elements like this, and going across. Create the shape, linear. All right, awesome. Ring, loop, create the shape, linear. That's gonna give me enough to work with. Make this thing on the renderable scale just like a bit smaller, maybe like 1.5. There we go. Alright, awesome. Jump for this thing. Hey Shinoda, what up, man? 0.1. Copy. Paste. Alright, this frame will work. Let me see if I can actually make this thing just a tiny bit bigger. Alright, give me a sec. Let me just go close down the window and be right back. smaller number this time around because we want this thing to be similar in size, so uniform size. Probably let's try 50. Nope, 30. That should work. Control A. Now we go to, well, let's save first before I do that. Not 30, I want to have just one connection. And that's why exactly why I saved before doing this. Because Max likes to save its settings to whatever that you were using previously. And I don't want this, I just want to have this. There we go, like this. Control I, control backspace, gets rid of everything else except the connection, and we have this nice mesh. So from here, what I can do is select everything, or instead of just selecting everything, just go and use a lattice for this, and go struts from edges, go 0.1. Alright, awesome. Collapse down to, convert to enable poly, and boom, we got our own mesh here. No longer need the base. There we go. So this mesh can get copied to the back as well, like this. All right, same gray color. All right, very, very similar to what we have in our reference over here. So for the reference, let me just put this thing away. There we go. So for this, now I want to have some sort of a, well, either a logo or something else to make this thing more interesting. For now, I'm going to take my logo from here, get it back as a copy. Okay. So let's select everything here, here, and here. Isolate together. All right. Well, I'm going to put it to the side and have some text up on this side. Now for the text, we need something that's going to be more inspiring. So let's see if we can find something like that. All right, coffee shop. All right, go with DuckDuckGo. Shop text. Images. Coffee shop. Nope. Nope. Not a big help. Coffee phrases. Well, let's go with phrases. A yawn is a silent scream. No. Obsessive coffee. No. A coffee a day keeps the grumpy away. What do you guys think about this one? Do we like it? What do you think about having coffee a day keeps the grumpy away up here with actual geometry? And another thing that I probably should do is isolate this thing from a plane. I'm actually gonna go ahead, edit poly. Ah, snap, this thing is using an actual texture to get this. Alright, so for this, what I'm going to do is go in, make a cylinder. Go ahead to here, make it center to center. Of course, this thing, the texture is not centered, which is amazing. So I have to manually fix it like this. And height 1, I don't really care about that, but the sides should be a lot smoother. There we go, 64 is going to work better, much better for that matter. Alright, edit poly. Delete both sides. Scale inwards once, twice. Alright, collapse. Collapse. Alright, and de-isolate again. This was not the smartest idea that did when this thing was here, but whatever. Just put it like this. There we go. So now it looks like it actually has some thickness to it, opposed to being just a plane that has a transparent backside. There we go. Well, probably should get this thing to have a chamfer on the edges opposed to having these two. Yeah, so let's go with the chamfer of 0.1. That's definitely not going to work this way, so 50 over here. And with a turbo smooth now, it's going to give me a much better result. There we go. Now it has something that's going to hold it up to that net. Like this. What did I just choose? All right, it's you. You're getting that color. All right, so first of all, I'm going to do is select oh, snap. I did not make all of these just one element. That's a pain. Let's deselect everything. All right, there we go. Select one of these guys and damn it. All right, okay, we're just gonna make everything a group. Connectors, that's gonna work. So in the isolate, I got the connectors, got this thing, put it in its own layer. All right, create a new layer. Ceiling details. Okay, hide this. That's what the hell? Oh, did I just hide? Yeah, I did. Okay, now it's better. And now we can work with this. All right, so go back to our default in here. That's okay. And all right, now we can continue with what we were doing. So over here, we want to put that a coffee a day keeps the grumpy away. Now that's going to be easy. There we go. Just want to select what I need for this thing. There we go. One there, there. And the front here. There All right, so this is isolated. Let's heat it up with the text. Again, text is going to be text plus. No, I'm not going to use the text plus. I'm just going to use the regular text. All right, so for the regular text, well, first things first, regular text, turn off the render and viewport. And now write down, okay, a coffee a day keeps the grumpy away. Now let's get this thing more centered. Not bad. All right, the grumpy away. I think this is gonna work. Now we need to make it a bit smaller. Make sure it fits. Alright, a coffee a day keeps the grumpy away. That's actually okay. Now let me see what was the reference. Yeah, see they have this these small lines that are actually connected to the mesh and then connect to the actual letters. So for this, what I'm going to do is, first of all, I'm going to get the letters closer to the mesh. Now, once we have this, what I'm going to do is turn on the edit poly, put a shell to it, just so they have some thickness to them. Let's go with 1 should be fine. And now the interesting part is if the chamfer is going to work. In a very small amount, 0.1. I'm going to try with the 50 of the minimum angle. That's going to get rid of any chamfering on the sides of the letters. Yeah, there's no issues there. That's fine. You know what? This is going to work like this. That's good. Okay, so the only thing that I'm missing is probably those lines that are connecting it on the top. All right, enable and rendering viewport. Make it 1 by 1, so 1 centimeter by 1 centimeter. Move it to the back, just enough so it's kind of touching the back side of the letters, like this. It can intersect just a tiny bit. It might actually be even a better thing to make this thing a bit thinner. I think 1 by 1 bit might be too much, so 0.3 by 0.3. Yeah, that's gonna be better. We don't want it to actually intrude with the actual text. So 1 on the top, another one on the bottom, like this. Okay, copy, select it like this, keeps, there we go. That's fine, and the last one is done on the bottom, like this. All right, awesome. So all of these together, without that, isolate and go attach. Come to think of it, I shouldn't have just, yeah. Shouldn't have stopped the isolation for these, but yeah, just re-isolate that thing. It's gonna be a problem. Let's make a few quick modifications, and there we go. So it's not going over the letters. There we go. Ever so slightly, that's fine. All right, Awesome. Now, again, we do want to have a bit of a beat of light on the corners, so a chamfer would work well here. 0.1. Actually, maybe even less, because yeah, it's gonna have to be a lot less. 0.01. Yeah, that's gonna work. Awesome. Alright, so for this, a watercolor. Same thing for this, I guess. Watercolor. Now select both and de-isolate and move it into location. There we go. Let's go in here, make sure it only touches the mesh. There we go. Doesn't intersect too much. And de-isolate, and well, doesn't look bad at all. But looking at it right now, I think that this thing can probably go down just a smidge lower. The whole frame thing, not just the letters. So let's get that thing selected, select this, select that. Can definitely make this thing maybe this height. Alright, looks good. I just change the grumpy from white to more darker color. Hey, this actually worked. So it's kind of looking nice. Alright, you're gonna get a different darker color. It's metal, so I do want to see it. Same thing with you. Alright, and the last thing, you get that same color hue. Awesome. Looks nice, looks interesting. We can put in some light around it. Well, actually, you know what? That's not a bad choice, because right here, as you can see, we do have a bit of a neon light in the middle. It's kind of giving it an interesting look. Something similar like the portals that Doctor Strange opens in the MCU universes. So for that, do just that. Come in here, and for that, I'm just use the circle. There we go. Lower it down. Make it radial. 1 is fine. Actually, let's make it a bit thicker. 2. Yeah, there we go. Alright, instead of sides for 12, let's try 32. Oh, no, that's 12, that's fine. I need to increase the interpolation steps. So instead of 6, let's try with 9 or 12. That will give me this, 12 will give me more, 18 will give me even more. Alright, 18 is better. I do want to have this thing smooth, so when I apply a turbo smooth now, it's going to look very, very smooth. There we go. Put it in the middle. And definitely, I maybe want to have this thing even a bit thicker. Alright, a self-illumination material will do just fine for this thing. Give it a nice look. So, and the isolate, there we go. Coffee Day keeps the grumpy away. And if we go ahead and compare it with what we see here, it's pretty damn similar. The only thing that might be a bit different is that in the middle here we have this mid piece and these holders. So let's add that mid piece, and the mid piece is actually I'm just gonna steal this element from here. There we go. No point in trying to redo it from scratch. Just reuse what we already have. There we go. That's good. Although I do want to have this thing, at least the front one, a bit to the back so it's not intersecting with the mesh like this. Awesome. That's kind of annoying, the fact that this thing is not centered. So let's see if I move this thing more to the center like this. Well, what if I just do this then? Take this guy off and along with this, move it over to here, get the letters in this thing and move it to the center like this. Okay. I like the center point, but I'm not sure about the two logos on the side. We'll see. It's kind of, something is not right. Something is making this thing look a bit off. Oh, but another thing that we can do is, let me just save this. Yeah, actually, don't tell me. All right. Well, I guess it just waited for me to save so it can crash. Amazing. What did I miss on the chat? Keep the boss away, that's fine. What do you prefer, OBJ over FBX? I don't prefer OBJ over FBX. I use them both. Have you worked in Maya before? Yes, I have. I hate it. I'm not saying it's a bad software, but it's not for me because, well, I'm a Max guy. I think it was, how do you make engraving on a gun modeling? Easy. You do it as a normal map in Substance Painter. Typical. Yeah, symmetry was, yeah. Just like I said, I like the symmetry better. All right, cafe scene. Alright, well then, I guess it's a no-go for you. I'm gonna move this thing around the back. Move this thing. Boom, there we go. Written to Moscow from Macedonia. Alright, so we got this thing done. Alright, that's fine for the back. We like this better, so we're going to keep it this way. Now, I'm going to unhide everything again with the ceiling and everything so I can see how this thing looks. That's fine. We can use what's left over here for some lighting fixtures or something like that. What the hell is this? Why do I have the placeholder for this thing still in here? Actually, that's not a bad thing to have because I can reuse. Yeah, no, I'm not going to reuse anything. Not reusing that one, so we'll leave that thing alone. I'm gonna get you hidden because I don't really want you. Awesome. Alright, so where are we going from here? This thing was a nice addition, so kudos to whoever came up with the idea. Now what we want to do is find something that we can put up on this wall. So something that's going to be decorative and bring in some life into this scene. And then as well as this other wall, which is what greets you when you walk into the bar or walk into to the cafe shop. Oh, actually, you know what? Over here, what we can do is we can definitely, or not definitely, but probably end up putting something like hangers and stuff where you can put maybe your umbrellas or something like that. And hangers up on this piece here or this spot, something like a whatever umbrella holders or something like that. So yeah. Well, dude, it's very simple. Maya is a very, very powerful software, just like 3ds Max is. But if you're using one, you have to switch to the other. It's not that hard, but it just requires time. And sometimes, well, let's just say that it's time is not a commodity you can throw away easily. All right. Because of if the difference between you needing to finish a scene and it takes you about, let's say, 10 hours in 3ds Max, and it takes you 50 hours to do in Maya because you're not proficient in that software, well then, you're not the best choice for that job, then, is it? Alright, that's fine. Alright, time for you guys to shine. Ideas. Discord channel. Drop your ideas. I want to see what you guys have. This was a great choice from Vladimir. So I'm going to need you guys to give me some great ideas again and see if we can make this thing more interesting. One of the things that I do like here is, again, for this wall, instead of it just being like this, you feel working in Maya is just generally slow. Everything's buried under menus, so take way more clicks to do. Dude, no. Maya has a very, very customizable user interface. One of the great things about it is that you can customize your quick access menus for something similar, maybe like, whoa. What the hell just happened here? Alright, what did I just use? Whoa. What is going on? Something is not clicking right. There we go. You got stuff like this in Maya. So you basically go in and you can choose anything with radial menus. This is not something you have in Max. You have to have a separate plugin to have something like this. So you can go inside in Maya and basically program what you want to have in a radial option like this. But to get something like this inside 3ds Max, what you would have to do is install Octopus. So Octopus is basically a paid plugin made from the guy that is making Rapid Tools. And I've been meaning to make a tutorial about it for almost a month now, but due to time constraints and some work related issues, I really haven't been able to do it. But yeah, very, very helpful plugin, especially because you can put anything you want in these drop down menus. Anyways, back to ideas. Alright, I see you guys are starting to put stuff. Alright, this is not bad, but Yeah, see what Timur said. Octopus is an amazing plugin, very helpful. It is, especially if you're doing stuff that is very concentrated on one singular task. What you can basically do if you're doing just modeling, you put all of your, basically it looks like this. When you open it up, it's something like this. You can choose which presets you want to see. And underneath here you have all the possible options. You can choose different presets and put in different elements in here. So like I said, once I get around to doing a tutorial about Octopus, you will see that with it you can really expedite your modeling and really expedite your workflow, because it's gonna make everything available to the tip of your fingers. Always, just shortcuts everywhere. All right, let me see some ideas about decor. So cafe, shop, decor. Oh Jesus, this is Bing. No. Cafe, shop, decor. All right. Let's see if we can find some ideas in here. I don't want to have this sort of a wall. Break time. Very simple, very... You know what? This is not a bad idea for the wall behind. Let me see. What do we have in here? You see, that's a problem because this thing has a light behind it. So if we cover it up, it's just gonna screw up that design idea. But we can put something like this on this wall. Black on wood is gonna look really nice. And yeah, why not? Cafe shop. Now I need to find something like this. Cafe shop prices. Or board. No. Alright, I think this is more in tune. Yeah, why not? Let's save this. Alright. Twitch. Cafe style and board. Price board. So we have a bunch of stuff. That's good. Which one do we like better? This one or this one? This one is gonna be more about horizontal, and that's, yeah, I want the horizontal one better. Alright, so for that, I'm gonna do is come in here. There we go, make just one plane. Now let's get to the actual size of this thing. Alright, go to my texture. Cafe style, and we have the price board. This thing in size is gonna be 105 by 90. Alright, great. Price board. Apply the texture. Put it on. Alright, that's fine. I just scale it outwards. Cool. That's gonna work. And let's simply make this thing now into a framed element. So for the chalkboard, it does need to have a bit of a frame. So for it, I just scale it outwards like this once. Control click, detach this thing. And shell it. Awesome, works just fine. Chamfer to it, 0.1. Yeah, that's gonna be fine. I don't want to have any material to it. Equals undefined. Alright, awesome. And de-isolate. Alright, now let's just ever so slightly move this thing to the front. We don't want it to fight for the world space with our the wall, so everything is fine in there. Select both. Give them a dark color. Okay, back to the lighter. Cool, this works. This breaks up the uniformness of the textures in the wall. And it's actually helpful to have the pricing next to the place where you can order stuff and you can see everything. And I'm kind of curious, are we an expensive coffee table? So let's see. Cappuccino, 12 ounce, $3.35, $4. Holy crap, we're not that expensive, but we're not cheap. Iced latte, $5. All right. Yep. Chai, frozen chai, $5. Jesus, we're not cheap at all. If you want extras, espresso shot, 50 cents. Soy milk. All right, here is another thing. If you are ever drinking milk, always drink just regular milk. Disregard that soy milk. You don't need that in your life. Anyways, we got the thing on the side of, well, filled up. I actually like how it looks. Kind of giving it a bit of a flavor for the place. I need to find something to use up here and then something to cover up this place because it kind of looks very, very barren. I don't like that. You are gonna have a different color. And you have some, there we go. Mark, you got robbed, man. You got robbed. $14 for 2 hot chocolates. Feels bad, man. Feels bad. Alright, now hide everything again. Just so I can see how this thing looks. Alright, looks okay. The seating is fine. If you want to move one thing and make sure it doesn't bump into another thing, the only thing that I can think of is if you're gonna go not align but move stuff with the select in place. That way, when you're moving stuff around, if you get to it, it's gonna go above it. You know, it's gonna place. It's basically gonna make it contact. But the thing is, if you go like this, again, it's gonna go ahead and well meet. What you're looking for is collision detection. I'm not sure you can actually have collision detection in Max when you're modeling stuff. I might be wrong though. If I'm wrong and somebody knows how to do it, be my guest and share that knowledge, but I don't think there is. You would need some sort of bounding box and some simulation, but since we're not simulating anything, I don't really know. Okay, so we got this is fine. Alright, we definitely can use something for this spot over here. But now the big thing is, well, this place in here, and whatever that we have that is going to be above it over here. So let's try and find again some ideas. And okay, hold on, you guys are sharing stuff. Maybe some kind of flag or fabric somewhere. No, this is not a bad idea for the wall. We can definitely use something like this. All right. How is it gonna look like? Nah, I don't want to use a flag. It's not gonna really, or is it? Hold on. Let's say some ideas about what we can find in stuff like this. Wall decor. Oh, this is an interesting way. They made just a texture with beans of coffee. Thing. Oh, hello. Okay, hold on a sec. Coffee design. Ah, shut up. Okay. Oh, what is this? Interesting. Definitely something interesting. Alright, so generally a lot of this thing goes into how you would put the colors together. Alright, so for this, okay, what is this? Interesting, intricate design for the wood. Alright, so how much wood do we have on this side? There's a lot of wood up here, and then there's generally nothing up and down to here. Alright, so I'm going to put some wood up on this side as well, to go in line with what we have over here. Hey Valentina. Hey, actually this is the great time for you to hop in. So I need some ideas to decor this place. I want to have something to put in here, and then generally something to put up above this place. We want to spice up this place. Alright, so detach as a clone. Alright, delete that. Now generally I do want to have the same thing that I used here, so I'm just going to copy this floor generator, put it up here, and save before I start copying anything or putting it down anything. Alright, paste, is it the same? Yes it is. So it's the wood. The UV map is alright, copy. Let's have the same thing. Paste. Move it just a bit. So it's not actually the same thing. But yeah. Alright, awesome. We broke up that really. What do I have in mind? I have nothing in mind. The only thing that I liked was over here. One of the things that I did see previously was, where the hell did I put it? Yeah, this thing. I want to have something similar like this up there as metal art. We did put this thing in here. A coffee a day keeps the grumpy away. We put a bunch of stuff up here that we don't really need for now. Just gonna hide it. So need to put something up in here on this front. Well, let me just really quickly see how this is gonna look if I use the wooden look here as well. So detach as a clone, that's fine. Alright, paste. Oh no, not the UV, damn it. I want to copy the color generator and the floor generator, so copy. Alright, paste with some, damn it, spread is fine. I want to have the direction and 0, that's fine. It's starting to look like a goddamn hobble or some sort of a wooden overall. I'm not too happy about how it looks. To find something to break it up. Honestly, I'm not feeling this front here with the wood. It just doesn't look right. Looks appalling. This one, it's okay. It's kind of breaking up the color from here. It's continuing the same thing from here, but for the front, I probably want to have something different. And I'm pretty sure that now Valentina is going to give me some crazy idea that I'm going to initially go like, what the hell is going on? And then we're going to start from there. All right, so by following this, the left and the right walls can have some wood. Oh, dude, I do have lessons about the unwrap. You have some lessons over there on the channel. Check them out. They cover everything about unwrapping in UVW mapping. Alright, so I can select this. Go to detach as a clone. Again, that's fine. So if I copy, paste. Alright, copy, paste, and awesome. So we have the same thing continuing on both the walls on the left and on the right, but for the center ones we're gonna have to bricks. No, we're not doing bricks. Or are we though? Let's see how bricks are gonna look. No, I don't want to use bricks on this wall up here in the front, especially on that one. Maybe it could work here. Yeah, you know what? Let's see. Angle 45. So these ones, yeah, I'm just gonna make them ID number 2. Yeah, whatever you send it over to here. See, Vladimir has been sharing some great ideas now, but I'm not sure how well dark walls would go with this type of a wood, because it's really, really fast going to turn into a dark wall, light wall, wood. Well, one thing that I might do is maybe wall planks small. Get these guys and hide it. So if I put it like this, then in that case I can make this whole thing again go with the bricks. Again, set ID number 2. Alright, let's go with something like this then. For this, I'm gonna go turn this thing into a multi-sub object. Keep the old material, it's fine. Just copy and go here, call this thing BL wall. Diffuse color, just make it something like, yeah, gray, not too much of a change. Apply it there. The fudge is that? Okay, hold on a sec. Control I. Make everything set ID number 1. There we go, much better. This thing in here can have some sort of a texture for bricks. So let me find some bricks. Where's the walls textures? Alright, it's take a second. Textures, sorted, bricks. Bricks large, brown. Alright, diffuse. And of course, I'm gonna need a UV map, a box. Drop it down to 100 by 100. Alright, too small, so let's try ramping it up to 500 by 500 by 500. Okay, the 500 I want on the Z is a bit too much. So 300. So for now, I don't want to use the white ones. Let's try like this. Nah. Let me find something else then. Yeah, this is not tileable. Amazing stuff. Walls. Wallpapers, no. Bricks. Okay, no. Oh, wait a second, I think this might work. Large bear. Although I don't think this one is tileable at all. Yep, it's not. Okay, so I guess I'm not going to be making a texture for now, but I might just go in and get some. Alright, go to bricks, seamless, texture, images, and from here try to find. I'm not sure how seamless this one is, but let's check it out. Okay. White brick wall. Ooh. Okay, tiling 3. 5. Nope. 3. Alright, tiling here is kind of screwed up. 0.8, 0.9. Kind of looks like crap. Yep, that's the word I'm looking for. Looks like crap. I'm gonna have to make a texture for this thing, I guess. Alright, let me see what Valentina did. Hey, you see? You see? This last thing, before you actually came in, that's what I was looking for. That's what I was looking at. I'm not putting this greenery in there, especially because I don't want to model any flowers now. Bad. So okay, so white thing. So let's go with the white ones then, but not these ones, but the ones that I had smaller ones. Displacement. There we go. 3, no, 2. one. Alright, now this kind of looks cleaner. One, two, three. Put this thing number 2. Actually, you know what? Let's just get this thing as well. Number 2. That looks okay because in here we don't actually have a door. This is a doorway, or we should have a door because, well, one of those is going to be for either the males or the female. Well, actually, that's the female ones. Females one because the male one has those walking things. Okay, so for something like this, and then shiny black, that's cool. So make this brown thing, like the dripping thing. Why not? Let's make the brown thing. Of course I'm gonna make the brown thing. Okay, off to make the brown thing. For the brown thing, I'm just going to use the geometry that I already have. You don't need it. You're okay. You're fine. I'm going to choose you as well. Shush music. So I'm going to take this thing as it is and detach as a clone, as always. We never detach stuff, and isolate it. Now, first of all, material equals undefined to get rid of the material that we just placed on it, and save. Wants to do the save. Next thing, I need to start cutting in some lines so I can get the drip effect or the drip look. Okay, so for the drip, I'm actually gonna go with let's try and do this thing the easier way. So just gonna connect. Maybe like 15. One connection in here. That's gonna be maybe like 3 or 4. So now. Alright. Okay, delete this. Turbo smooth on. Now let's go back. And before I do this, I want to add a turbo smooth so I get more geometry to play with. Alright, see to do font. Thanks for being here, man. It was fun. I'm sorry for making you stay longer than you were expecting to stay. Alright, so here on top of it. Ah, damn it. Okay, I cannot select this now. And delete now. And well, let me just see if I can relax this thing so it kind of breaks up this uniformity. Yep, I can. Turbo smooth. Not bad. I actually like this for the bottom. Connect. And connect. So let's continue deleting stuff we don't need. All right, delete that. And relax. Oh, no, no, no. Hold on. Relax. Turbo smooth on and gives me this sort of a drippy look. What is this? Light from beneath. Oh, hell no. The only reason why I'm not putting the light from beneath there, shit, is because I'm gonna have light coming from beneath over here. So yeah, it's gonna be the same thing across. And this thing will not work this way because yeah, I just kind of made a mistake here. Ah, damn it! I shouldn't have moved those. Alright, so make them X, make them now straight Y. Okay, stay there. Don't move. Yeah, there we go. So if I don't want this thing to move, I need to really make sure that it has the geometry to stick there. Okay, so one there, another one there. Now it should help with that corner being very sharp. That's okay. Do the same thing over here. So X and Y should be again planar. X, Y. Do the same thing down there. Same thing up here. What the hell? Why won't this thing? Yeah, there we go. One in there, another one in there. Now Turbo Smooth cannot phase it. It's okay. Actually, before I put that, I'm gonna put a shell. That's gonna make it so it's a bit rounder. Straighten corners. Instead of going outer, let's go inner. Yeah, that's gonna give me the better result. I have some overlap in here, but not a big problem with turbo smooth now. I just need to make one more edge up here. It's gonna help with that thing. And another one. No, that's gonna work. I have no idea if this is gonna work this way, but actually it works better than expected. Just need to push it out a bit so it's not sticking inside the damn wall. But yeah. Over here, move some edges. Actually, not some edges, but I need to move the whole damn wall. There we go. No longer intersecting the underlying one. Well, this one needs to be moved a bit up. Okay. And let's make sure it's not touching that drip now. Not bad. And since there was another one, what I will need to do is go in, pull it up as a copy. Although what I could do here, for at least for this one, just so I make things a lot easier for me, so I don't have to push all those things, and just delete the top, make this planar on the Z. In this case, it's not gonna be the Z, but it's gonna be the it is the Z, so whatever. So make it planar on the Z. And de-isolate, and then move this thing upwards. So select this, move stuff around a bit. I want to get some selection on all sides, and with the help of the smooth or the soft selection, control how far this selection goes. I want it to go up all the way up to there, I guess. Now move this upwards, especially stuff like this. Oops, no. Turn on the soft selection. Stuff that is very prominent, I want to change a bit. All right. Starting to look interesting. And I'm slowly starting to think this wasn't a really total bad idea to start doing, but it's fine. There we go. So this thing has that color. This one is going to be on the top. It's going to break up that thing. Shiny black. Logo. We're not putting a logo there. We got enough logos around. Or actually, you know what we could do is take this logo, like we do have it, prop it up here, make it a bit bigger. Maybe something like this. Then take this thing along with the rail that we made for it and center it like this. Okay, and with everything done, let me unhide everything. Yes. Turn this thing off. How does my side look with those walls? Just so it's a bit different. You're gonna go with more desaturated, darker. Boom. There we go. Okay, again, current color. Let's go again with a bit lighter. Okay. Why not? There you go. All right. So, what have I missed in the chat? How many streams will this cafe shop take? No idea. It takes as many as it takes, and that depends on how many ideas you guys give me and what needs to be done. So the more ideas you guys give me, the... well, that logo is bad there. Thank you. I will move it. Where should I move? Okay. Hey, not a bad choice. Not a bad choice for a logo. It's kind of huge, but whatever. Kind of fills up that void. Oh, snap. I just figured something. All right, so here's a little brain teaser. We just made this thing on the top that was kind of very similar to what you guys shared over here with this image. But one of the things that we didn't really think about is what is the actual room behind it? This is the bathroom. And what does this thing look like to you when you're thinking that this is the bathroom? Designs. Amazing stuff. Thank you, Valentina. Well, dirty is another word for what this thing looks like. Ah, it's fine. We are keeping it anyways. Just gotta fix up some of the smudges. There we go. Okay, so unhide everything again with these guys in here. They can have the same wood as always. UV map, box it up. Always 200, 200, 200. UV map. Flip it or rotate it around 90. That's cool. Looks interesting. Alright, this is the floor. I'm gonna get one more up here for the floor. Okay. Delete. Snap from there to there. Weld. And then this is going to be the actual ceiling. Alright, the ceiling is fine. I don't need it. Ceiling, and put this thing into the ceiling details. All right, save it up. Well, we got the big stuff out of the way, so I guess the only thing that's left for us to do is, well, definitely address this piece over here. Like, this wall kind of looks weird. I have to find what I'm going to do with it. Let's just really quickly try and see. Hey Vista, alright man, take care. Alright, let's go by angle, select this thing. select, and ID number 2. Alright, so we're gonna keep it something like this, but I'm definitely not putting the liquid brown stuff on this side. I have to find something else to do about this. Or let me see just how this thing is gonna look like. I copy one version over here. I'm doing this thing from scratch. I'm not doing anything else. Well, if I need some black decorations, I'm gonna have to find some black decorations then. Alright, you get bridged as well. You two are gonna get to be planar on the X. Alright, do I have enough width? Nope, I don't. So you're gonna get to be stretched. You're gonna go up. That's fine. That's good enough. Oops. Okay. It's unique, that's all I'm gonna say. I'm just gonna make this thing a bit darker. Okay. Well, honestly though, we made quite a bit of the detailing for this scene in this stream, and I think that the next stream that we do is probably going to be the last one for this theme, as we're just going to fill up the scene with whatever that we're missing, and we're going to have a special look towards the lighting for this place. But as far as modeling everything in here, it's pretty much done. I don't want to address the bathrooms because we've modeled a bunch of bathrooms so far in the previous streams. So it's always the same thing, just some faucets and stuff. But yeah. So next stream we're gonna address a bit of the decor, a bit of the lighting, not everything. That's fine. There we go. So doesn't look bad at all. If we put the ceiling as something that's gonna be, all right, let's try the black approach. There we go. That's okay. All right, let me see What have you shared on Discord? What's with the antlers? Valentina, where the hell am I gonna put that antler thing? And why would we have an antler thing or an antler elk or whatever it is inside a cafe? You're gonna get a different color. You can get green color or something like that. So your neon light, you should light from there. There's definitely gonna have to be something up on this place. It's not gonna stay like this. On the entrance wall, not that chocolate. Nah, it's gonna be too small. Bucks and does for the bathroom side. No, dude. For the bathroom, I'm gonna go back to the original thing that we saw, which was this thing that we were following. And they had this sign over here, which said, toilet, men to the left, because women are always right. I actually like this caffeine. Kind of shows you what the hell it is. Yeah, I like that one as well. The blah 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 one. Let me see if I can find that. Yeah, this is what I was talking about. The blah and the blah 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 blah. Alright, there's a bunch of blah blah blahs around. Alright, let's see. Hell no. Alright. Oh, snap. The time is up. Well, yep, it is. Alright. That means only one thing. Since the time is up, our stream is up. So this time around, I would like to thank everybody that was with me. As always, you guys are great. You make this thing really, really interesting and worthwhile for me to make. I hope you guys enjoyed. You picked up some new tricks. You learned some new stuff. And you had some fun. As always, as I like to say, whenever I'm ending my streams, peace.